Good morning, students. Today we'll start with our new chapter, that is chapter number 2, Adaptation in Plants. Adaptations are special features developed by a plant or an animal to live in a particular place or habitat. Let us look at some of the adaptations shown by plants. Now, plants live in all kinds of environment. They are found in the following places. Number 1, in high mountain covered with snow, for example, pine and fir. In sandy deserts, for example, cactus. On dry rocks, that is lichens. Now, adaptation means any change in the structure or function of a plant or an animal by which it becomes better suited to survive in its habitat. Now, plants develop some special features to adapt themselves to the particular environment in which they lived. Based on their habitat, plants are broadly classified as follows. Number 1 is aquatic plants, plants living in water. Number 2 is terrestrial plants, plants living on land. So students, as we all know that plants are divided into two parts, that is aquatic and terrestrial. Now we'll learn this in detail. Aquatic plants. Plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants or hydrophytes. There are three types of aquatic plants. Number 1, floating plants. Number 2, fixed plants. Number 3, underwater plants. Now what are aquatic plants? जो plants सिर्फ water में रहते हैं उनको बोलते हैं aquatic plants or they can call as hydrophytes. Now aquatic plants are divided into three parts. Number 1 is floating plants, fixed plants and underwater plants. Now what are floating plants? Plants that float on the surface of water and move along with the water current, that means flow of water, are called floating plants. Now floating plants are the plants which float, right? वो float करते हैं on the surface of water along with the water current, that means flow of water. Now examples are water hyacinth and duckweed. Here we can see the picture of water hyacinth. They are a floating plant because they float. वो float करते हैं water में. Now what are their adaptation? Floating plants have a spongy body with hollow spaces filled with air. This feature helps them to float easily on the surface of water. Now students, as we know that floating plants, they float in the surface of water. So floating plants have a spongy body with hollow spaces, okay, filled with air. These features help them to float easily on the surface of water. Now the root system of floating plants is not fixed to the bottom of the water body. This is a very special point. This means the root system, okay, the root system of floating plants is not fixed. वो fixed नहीं होते हैं because they float, okay, they float in the flow of water. So their root system is not fixed. Now the third point is the leaves of floating plants have stomata on the upper surface for easy exchange of gases. This means that the leaves of floating plants, have stomata on the upper surface, right? You can see in this picture, the plants have stomata on the upper surface for easy exchange of gases. Now next is fixed plant. Plants that float on the surface of water but do not move along with the flow of water are called fixed plant. This means that the fixed plant, they float on the surface of water, okay, वो float कर सकते हैं but they can't move, they do not move along the flow of water as the floating plants can do, but the fixed plant cannot move along the flow of water. You can see the picture. The example is water lily and lotus. Now what are their adaptation? The number one, the root system of these plants is fixed to the soil at the bottom of the water body. This means that the root system of fixed plants is fixed to the soil. Okay, they are fixed. But the root system of the floating plants is not fixed to the bottom of the water body. Okay. Now next, the leaves have stomata on the upper surface for exchange of gases. You can see the picture here. The leaves of the stomata is on the upper surface for exchange of gases. The leaves have a long slender stalk. You can see the picture. The leaves is very long and with the slender stalk. The leaves also have a waxy surface from which water slides off. This keeps the leaves dry and protect them from decay. This means the leaves have the waxy surface, okay, from which the water slides off. This means जो leaves होते हैं वो upper side रहते हैं. You can see the picture here. This keep the leaves dry, जिसकी वजह से उनका जो leaves है वो dry रहता है and it's protect them for decay. Okay. Now next is underwater plants. Plants that grow completely underwater are called underwater plants. They are also called submerged plant. Examples, hydrilla. This means जो plant completely underwater, पानी के अंदर grow करते हैं, उनको बोलते हैं underwater plants. And they are also called submerged plant. And the examples are hydrilla. Students, you can see the picture of hydrilla, that is an underwater plant. Now, what are the adaptation of underwater plant? The number one is the roots of underwater plants fix them to the muddy soil at the bottom of the water body. This means जो root है of underwater plants is fixed to the muddy soil at the bottom of the water body. The leaves are thin and narrow. You can see in the picture the leaves बहुत ही thin होते हैं and they are narrow. As the leaves do not have stomata, the plants are adapted to breathe through their body surface. As you can see that the leaves do not have the stomata. So the plants adapt to breathe through their body surface. Okay. Exchange of gases take place through the dissolved gases in the water. Now the exchange of gases वो कैसे place होता है? Through the dissolved gases in the water. जो water के अंदर dissolved है gases, उससे वो exchange करते हैं gases. Okay. Now next is terrestrial plants. Plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. The habitats of terrestrial plants can be broadly classified into the following types. Now what are terrestrial plants? The plants that only grow on land, जो सिर्फ land में grow करते हैं, that plants are called terrestrial plants. And their habitats are classified into 5 types. Number 1 is plains. Number 2, hilly regions. Number 3, windy regions. Number 4, deserts. And number 5 is marshy regions. This we'll learn in detail. Okay. Now we'll start with the plants in plains. Plains are large area of flat land. The trees growing in the plains have many branches. You can see the picture. The plains जो होते हैं उनके एरिया एकदम फ्लैट लैंड होता है एंड जो ट्रीज होते हैं प्लेन्स में प्लेन्स एरियाज में जो रीजन में जो ग्रो करते हैं दे हैव द मेनी branches. Now what are the adaptation? In places with hot weather and some rainfall, plants shed their leaves during autumn. Such plants are called deciduous plants. Now what are deciduous plants? Now the examples are peepal tree and banyan tree. We have the picture of banyan tree. Now what are deciduous plants? In place with hot weather. Okay, तो जगह पे hot weather है and some rainfall है. Plants उनके जो leaves कैसे shades करते हैं during autumn, वो plants को बोलते हैं deciduous plants. We have the picture, that is banyan tree. So banyan tree is the deciduous plant. Okay. Now the second adaptation is in Placed with hot weather and heavy rainfall, plants have green leaves throughout the year. Such plants are called evergreen plants. This means ऐसे जो plants होते हैं with hot weather, heavy rainfall and जो plants के जो green leaves होते हैं वो throughout the year green होते हैं. We have the green leaves. Such plants are called evergreen plants. Now examples are coconut tree and eucalyptus tree. Now next, plants in hilly regions. Most of the plants that grow in hilly regions are tall trees. We can find different varieties of trees at different altitudes. For example, trees such as pine and fir are found in regions where there is heavy snowfall. Okay. Now plants in hilly regions, you can see the trees are very tall. Okay. And what are the adaptation? The leaves of trees in hilly regions are thick, waxy and needle shaped. You can see the picture, very thick, waxy and needle shaped. This helps the trees to survive in the cold and snow. Hilly region में ये जो trees होते हैं, ये जो plants होते हैं, वो सिर्फ snow में grow करते हैं. So उनके जो leaves वो होते हैं, they are very thick, they are waxy and very needle shaped. You can see in the picture, जो उनको help करता है to survive in the cold and snow. The trees have sloping branches and look conical in shape. This helps snow to slide off easily from trees. This means जो trees होते हैं, they have the sloping branches, slope type branches which look like a conical in shape. This helps them to slide off easily from trees. Now coniferous trees produce cones instead of flowers. These cones carry the seeds. For examples, pine, fir and spruce trees. You can see the picture. Now next is plants in windy regions. Windy regions include places such as grassland. Windy regions, what are the adaptation? Trees in windy regions are flat-topped or umbrella-shaped. You can see the picture, flat-topped tree. They are therefore not easy bent or broken by strong winds. Windy regions में उनके जो adaptation में क्या होता है? They are very flat-topped and they are like the umbrella-shaped. जिसकी वजह से they are not easily bent or broken. जिसकी वजह से वो bent भी नहीं होते and broken टूटते भी नहीं है by strong wind. Now next are plant in deserts. Deserts are extremely dry places with very little rainfall. As we all know, to survive in this condition, plants show many structural adaptation. Desert plants are called xerophytes. Now the example are cactus and prickly pear. Now what are the adaptation of desert plants? Number 1, the root system of xerophytes is very well developed. It can reach great depths in search of water. This means जो desert plants के जो root system होते हैं, they are very well developed and वो एकदम depths में जा सकते हैं in the search of water. Most desert plants have thorns. This reduces loss of water. Thorns means कांटा. Okay. जो reduce करते हैं loss of water. For example, cactus and opuntia. You can see the picture. Plants such as cactus have thick and fleshy stems that store water. You can see the picture. Have very thick and very fleshy stems which help them to store water. Leaves of the aloe vera plant have a waxy coating which acts like plastic and does not allow water to escape. This means जो leaves होते हैं aloe vera के, they are very waxy coating and they look like a plastic and they does not allow water to escape. Now the last are plants in marshy areas. Marshy areas have soft wet land. You can see the picture. Examples are mangrove forest. There is a lot of water in the soil making it sticky and clayey. Now what are the adaptation? The roots of plants grow above the soil and absorb gases directly from the air. Hence they are called breathing roots. There the root of the plants of marshy regions grow above the soil okay, above the soil, and they absorb the gases directly from the air, so they are called a breathing roots. Very important point. The root of plants which grow above the soil and absorb the gases directly from the air, hence they are called a breathing roots. And the example are mangrove forest. So students, as we had completed with this chapter number 2, so let's recall it. Adaptation in plants. We have learned about the aquatic plants. Aquatic plants have three classification, that is floating plants, fixed plants and underwater plants. We have learned this. Now next are terrestrial plants. Terrestrial plants are classified into 5 parts, that are plants in plains, plants in hilly regions, plants in windy regions, plants in desert and plants in marshy regions.